Hi, Internet. Welcome to the LP3 number 17, is it? Or 16
Sure,
and a
I
half,
don't know.
whatever you want to call it. But I believe this is 17. It is 17. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But anyway.
You're the one who has to keep track of this now because I don't even have to label anything anymore. So
No, you really don't. Now that we're doing this
Nope.
whole Discord thing, like, you have a lot less work to do. You're welcome.
Yeah. I just have to show up and like sound pretty, I guess. I was gonna say
Yeah.
look pretty, but no one can see me, so
Not yet. Not yet.
oh, not yet. Right. Gotta throw in that little extra not yet.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
don't want to see me anyway, so it's okay. I
Oh,
look
they
like a
totally
wreck when
do.
I get out of bed in order to do this shit.
But this is the LP3 number 17. I'm your host, Carlos, along with Ernie.
Hello.
And great way that I'm going to start the podcast because Link was supposed to be with us on this podcast. But unfortunately, he already had some plans later on in the night, so we were going to start it early. I was actually good too. Like, I was about to, head on home, and I was like, all right, making some great timing. I'll be fucking good to go. In fact, we might even start like half an hour early. Shit, yeah. And then my car breaks down on the way home. I was so pissed, dude. Like, the car was already kind of having a little bit of an issue here and there, and then just out of nowhere, it just died in like the middle of a very busy street too. I got super lucky because I managed to pull into a parking lot to the side. So I was like, all right, thank God I at least had enough speed and momentum and shit to make it into the parking lot, because otherwise, fuck, that would have been a nightmare. But yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just today has just, it's not been a good day for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, first it was a long day at work, super busy because we were closed yesterday with the holiday, 4th of July and shit. So
Right.
already a busy day. Then I put myself into, I can only work 8 hours. Nope, had to do overtime today, so that's another shitty thing. Then the car breaks down. And then when I called my insurance company, to get a tow truck out there, they're like, oh, okay, we'll send one as soon as possible. Hour, 15 minutes later, I was like, motherfucker. And after I hung up on the phone, I was like, all right, thanks for helping me, blah, blah, blah. I hung up and I was just like, Jesus, today really sucks. Suddenly, all I start hearing is a bunch of clanking sounds. It starts hailing on me. I couldn't help but just start laughing, dude. I was like, the world's just taking a shit on me right now. What the fuck? So yeah, I'm sitting in my stupid car that's dead and hail, and it was just not a good day.
It doesn't sound like it's really been a good day today in general. It's like you dealt with that. I dealt with my apartment just suddenly losing power, like out of fucking nowhere. Like, I was sitting at my computer too, like I was doing something on my computer, and the power just goes out. Like, it goes pitch black because I have to keep my windows covered since I sleep during the day. But yeah, so I just fucking dropped in darkness. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I thought at first maybe it was my computer because it's been on for a little bit and I've been kind of working it overtime. So I figured, okay, well, maybe my computer just had a fucking meltdown. But yeah, I turned around, I went to my TV, pressed the power button, TV didn't turn on. It's like, oh shit. Okay. Went over to my lamp. My lamp is like connected to the wall. So like when you walk into my apartment, directly ahead of you is going to be like a small little hallway. My lamp is just off of that hallway. And it's connected to that wall. Turn that on just fine. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. Freaking went over to my fan, and my fan is connected to a separate wall for my TV and computer. And that turned on just fine.
So half your apartment was off?
I guess. It was
the
so
important
weird. And then I go to the bathroom lights turn on, but I go to the hallway next to the bathroom, and that hallway is just shut off. So I assumed my bedroom was also just turned off. and then fucking yeah, it was super random. But I was texting with my mom. I was up early because me and my mom were gonna go hiking today. And
nice.
yeah, we ended up going hiking. When I stepped out of my apartment room and stepped out into the hallway, pitch black. Couldn't see a fucking thing.
Jesus,
So,
how early did you wake up?
it was just 1 p.m. But like, so the way my apartment is set up, right? It's one of those ones that you have a door that leads into the apartment and then stairs that go up or down to another door that leads to the actual floor.
Ah, okay,
right?
okay.
Yeah, so those doors are closed at all times because there's not enough space in the stairway in order to have them open. So stepping out of the hallway when there's no power, you're stepping into just an abyss. And that's what it fucking looked like. I went from one darkness to another darkness, and I was just I don't know what to do anymore. So trying to lock my door, and that was a fun adventure. I was just like fucking poking at my damn door with the key, trying to find the fucking lock. But yeah, eventually managed to go on the hike with my mom, and I hated it. It was really fucking hot.
I was about to say it's like what 85 or 86 today. It was
Yeah,
up there.
yeah, it was fucking high 80s. Like, one, me and my mom, we like going hiking. So I try to go as often as I can with her, especially since we don't usually have days off together. So
Right.
if she offers, I tend to just go, regardless of what the weather is like. But she managed to pique my interest a little bit more because she read, or I guess she heard on the weather that it was supposed to rain. Didn't rain the whole fucking time we were up in those goddamn trails.
Nope.
Just burning alive under this hot ass sun, no shade. We got lost too. Like, we couldn't find our way fucking back. So that was even better. We tend to do that just because, like, we like see a trail and we're like, do you want to go that way or that way? Let's go that way. Well, unfortunately, some of those trails do like one of those like roundabout things, so you kind of lose track of which direction you just came from. But yeah, we just like fucking. We started in one section. We walked a few, like maybe a couple miles, and then we ended up in a completely different area. And I was like, "Oh, I know this place. We used to party on this place when I was younger." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." We started walking down that a little bit. Made it about halfway. We're like, we should probably turn around. We've been kind of out here for a while. So turned around, started walking back. Couldn't find the trail that we originally took in order to get there. Couldn't find it. We were just stepping on a bunch of random ass trails that we have no idea how we even got there. And we're just walking around. It was bad. So I was toasting alive. My legs were hurting, and we got lost. It was a wonderful time.
Good times.
But yeah, it's fantastic.
Good times.
Afterwards, we went to whatever this, I can't remember the name of the sandwich place, but we went over to like this deli place that's by the GameStop over here off of Academy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, went there for some food. Yeah. Then I came home and took a lot of effort not to just sit down in that shower, let me tell you. I was just so tired. Like, all right, I'll turn on the water and I'll just shower this way.
And speaking of like hiking and stuff, have you done the incline before?
I made an attempt at the incline. I didn't really have a choice. But I went with my mom again, and she took me and a friend over to the incline. One of her friends over to the incline. They made it up. They made it up all the way. Me, I think I stopped away about like a quarter of the way. I was like, fuck this. Turned my ass right back around and I fucking walked down. Like,
You
out of your goddamn mind. Yeah, I was tired and it was hot. Hot. So, yeah, I turned right back around and I walked back. And then after my mom sent me a message that they made it to the top, I was like, oh, cool. I'll just take the back trail and I'll meet you guys halfway. So yeah, I just took the back trail all the way up, met him halfway, and then walked all the way back down. That was my exercise.
God, I've done the incline. I made it to the top, I think, 4 times, and to the halfway point 1 time. I turned on the halfway point. And for those that don't know what the incline is, it's a trail in it's Manitou, right? Yeah, Manitou, Colorado.
Yeah. Think of a fucked up Stairmaster. That's what the incline
It's the
is.
ultimate Stairmaster, it really is. Because I actually pulled it up real quick online. I was like, how many steps are there? 2,744 steps, and you're going up a mountain. 1 mile up a mountain, 2,700 steps. That is what the incline is. So,
yeah. May not sound too difficult, but let me put some extra perspective in this for you guys, okay? If you don't already know, the incline, as he said, is 2,000 some odd steps. Secondly, you're going up a mountain. Thirdly, you're probably starting pretty early in your day, so it's going to get hotter as you go up.
And it's in Colorado, so the elevation is super high, and you're going to pass the fuck out.
Yeah. If you're not prepped to work out in Colorado, take the incline in just increments. Doesn't matter if you have to turn around, just take it in increments. Otherwise, you're going to be collapsing down those stairs. And those stairs are not even. You'll have, when it first starts out, it's like a little ramp, and then it just separates.
They actually remodeled it, I guess. I've yet to go to the new version or whatever, but I guess they did this whole big project. They closed it for a few months, and they kind of remodeled it to make it more safe for people. So I believe there's actual steps now, not no bullshit piece of wood that you got to step on. But I think it's actually legit now.
I'll hold my skepticism until I see it, but I don't think it's going to be that improved because they would literally have to tear down that entire goddamn path and just rebuild it if they want proper steps, because those steps weren't proper. And like I said, it starts out like a fucking ramp, and then suddenly you're on a goddamn climbing wall.
I know. So, the higher you get, there's at one point that it's you almost have to crawl up the stupid thing.
Yeah. When me and my mom went, there was a section of the incline where I'm exaggerating, but it felt like my knees were goddamn touching my face just to get up. And that was just got higher. And then there was a couple sections where there was no point in me stepping. The only reason I stepped is because I didn't want to kick the stupid wood.
Oh.
But that's what it looked like. Ah, dude. Yeah, no, thank you. I did not like that burn even a little bit.
It was not a good burn.
No, I have good burns. I've had good burns. Let me use the past tense of that. I've had good burns. They didn't feel like that. Good burn for me, you can just get that satisfying sigh out, breath of fresh air. Oh God, that felt so good.
Yeah.
That, no. I didn't even like going down. Going down, I thought I was about to freaking just jump off the damn mountain. Because it's fucking terrifying.
Oh, I know the path. Well, I mean, even the path, because the way the incline works is, like I said, it's 2,700 miles. I was about to say 2,700 miles straight up.
Fucking hell. That's a hell of a mountain, guys.
And it's got a halfway point and the very top, and they both kind of break off to the side, and it's got this zigzag path that you can pretty much jog down the entire way. So I think it's double the length going back down if you take that path. So I mean, I busted my ass one time going down that path. I think I was with Andrew and Rico. I think my brother Rico. I think we were jogging down that path. I slipped. I twisted my ankle. I got rocks in my hand, and I got all fucked up. And I think we were not even halfway down the mountain yet, so I got to limp the rest of the way down. That was a good time. But yeah, the incline. Let me know if you ever want to check it out, because Jackie's all I want to do it. I'm like, no, you don't. You really don't.
No, she doesn't. She's
And
out of
she's
her
got a
fucking
bad
mind.
ankle too. And then
Oh God.
her brother was like, "Hell yeah, let's go. I'll go with you guys." I'm like, "Dude, you've only lived here for like a month. You will pass out halfway up that thing. I know you will. You will not make it." So
Yeah. I would say the only people that should tackle the incline without first getting acclimated to the atmosphere here in Colorado is those that are already athletic inclined. Because they
like
at
me.
least, oh yeah, just like you, Carlos.
Yeah,
And like me, of course. Because, I'm
we're
definitely,
bodybuilders.
yeah. I do sit-ups every
You're at
day when
least
I get
going to
out of
the
bed.
gym. Yeah, but say you at least work out. My workout is my job. That's really it for me.
I mean, that's what it was for me when I was working at the post office, but that's literally because I had no fucking time to just relax.
I know.
You had to move because I had like 3 different bumps I needed to run, and I needed to get all those done before. Wait, what was their cutoff time? I can't remember. I think their cutoff time was like 6:30.
Yep.
And I never made that once. Never made it once. Whenever they gave me like 7 different bumps, I was just like, "You're out of your fucking mind." But it was downtown that did that to me. Actually, they always gave me a bump, and I'm just like, "You guys are stupid." One, it's all fucking looping. You have to walk the whole time. You ain't finishing that quick. I don't care what anyone says. Unless your ass is just sprinting to each house, you're not finishing that anytime soon. But
It's okay, Ernie. It's over. You don't have to do
it
that
is
anymore.
over. No, I don't. I'm so fucking happy. I am so happy with it. I will say, I have a little. I'm slightly peeved that I left when I did, only because I would have been regular, same time as you.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not really that upset when I think about it overall. Like, I dodged myself a bullet because I fucking hated working at the post office. That was just an exercise of madness. That's what it was.
Yeah, I still like it. I mean, I was promoted, so I'm okay. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, you're a regular now, so there's gonna be at least some leeway for you at the
there
at the
is.
moment. But
Yeah, it's a
I
lot
was still a
easier.
CCA when I left.
You did the right thing. You left at a good time.
Yeah, I got out. Granted, it was maybe like a week before I would have made regular, but I got out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's
I ain't crying that
life.
hard about it.
You know what I'm crying about though?
Do I want to know?
It's something that you were a part of in the past. That RTX. It's happening right now. I didn't know that. I
Yeah, it's
saw
happening right now.
a couple of posts and I was like, "Oh, I wanted to go," but then I remembered how much it was, and I was like, "I don't want to go for that much." It's fucking expensive.
Yeah, it is, but gotta give and take. It's getting more popular every year, or it's
I
gotten more
know.
popular every year. And if it's anything to go by, it might continue to rise. So enjoy it while you can, if you can. And
I know, and I'm honestly
that's
trying to
why I'm
go
happy
like,
I usually have some free money to just kind of
yeah.
hold back for any potential like stuff that we want to do or like road trips or whatever. Like I try and keep that stuff to the side. But
I'd like to go at least one more time, just one last hurrah, I guess, before, a VIP ticket costs like $1,500. So maybe in the next year or two, I might take another swing and go one more time.
yeah,
Because
that's fair.
it's just, yeah. Spending like what, $700 on a VIP ticket, and then however much you want to spend on the trip, and then food, and it's like, goddamn, I'm gonna spend like $1,500 for everything. Like, oh, that hurts.
I mean, in all fairness, I paid for the tickets each time we've gone. So
I mean, the first time we went, didn't we all get our own tickets? I know that you and Ed got my second ticket, like as a you have to go asshole
yeah,
last second birthday gift. So I appreciate that very, very much.
I mean, that wasn't a you have to go birthday gift. It was literally just, oh, it's your birthday? Yeah, I could pay for the ticket. It's fine.
If you
If you
ever
want
want
to
to
see
do
it
that
as us
again,
seeming to force you, that's on you.
because I remember I was texting Ed. I'm like, bro, the only way that I can go is by some miraculous way you and Ernie can get my ticket. And I thought Ed was gonna be like, oh well, you're fucked. Nope. He was like, let me talk to Ernie. And I was like, wait, what? Really?
Yeah. And it wasn't that big of a deal. I had some money to
was to me.
spend, and it was your birthday. And then, you decided to say thank you, Ernie, by wrecking my car.
Well,
you.
okay. Well, that was the first time. The second time, that was when Rico went with us, and he was our Uber.
Yeah, true enough. But I'm still considering that as your thank you. Like, I'm just gonna wreck your car.
And cock block you too. Don't forget about that. I totally cock blocked you as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I was trying
though.
to be
I have someone else to aim my ire at from the last RTX we went to. There's actually another chick that I liked, and I was actually talking to her for a little bit, and I got blocked by somebody else.
You fool.
Fantastic.
Okay, so the next time we go and there's a chick that you're like, hey, don't just cut straight to the chase. It'll be like, give me your number. I like you. I want to talk to you. And that's it. Don't even talk to them. Just ask for their number before somebody else jumps in there.
That's a good point. I might try that. It's either that or I'll go I'll do the opposite route, right? I'll just like walk up, be like, hey, don't know if you're available. Don't care. Here's my number. If you feel like talking, have a nice day. And I'll just walk off. Right?
And mention that you can bench press like 600 pounds and then walk off.
Absolutely. I'll be like, I know these noodle arms don't look fucking if I can't pick up a house.
I can pick up a house. Fuck.
Goddamn right. I'll really get them hot, right? That's how it works. I haven't been in the dating scene in a long fucking time. I don't even understand how it works anymore.
Is this how you get a girl?
A girl like me? No, yes, maybe. Hi. It's like, what? You heard me. Yeah.
Turn over.
Funny
look at me
talking
like,
with my mom about that stuff.
Wow. Be across the room with my thumbs up, like, yep, doing great.
Thank man. Greatest wingman ever. Just lets me do what I need to. Crash and burn. Trial and error. It's not even there to help.
Well, I don't want to stay.
No, I don't
want to get in your way, like in any way, shape, or form from now on. After the first,
it's likely that it would happen. Like it would be one moment where you actually try to help me and you just make it worse. I'm just like, fucking Carlos, just leave me alone.
That's what I do.
Oh man, I still the look on that kid's face when we were walking down those stairs after that. Oh, that was still so funny to see. He legit thought, I'm pretty sure he thought I was going to freaking murder you and just shove you down the stairs.
And I was just trying to help somebody too. I was like, my good deed of the day. Yeah. Carlos, you fucking idiot. What? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I could laugh about it now, but it was irritating at that time.
Oh yeah, no, I felt bad.
You should have felt bad. Should have felt really, really bad. Nah.
So next year for sure, I want to do a convention. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be RTX or E3. Like Link's been trying to get us to go to an E3 one year, and I want to. I really do.
I would like to go to an E3, but it is on the bucket list. If nothing else, I would like to at least go to an E3 once. Now, am I going to an E3 being like super excited about it? Probably not. Just because of what I've seen of E3 this year, I'm just like, if that's any indication of what the next one is going to be, like, I'll go just because I want to go once, like I said. But I'm not. There's almost near zero levels of excitement if we end up going.
And I mean, I wouldn't mind doing the whole how we did with RTX. Like the first time, it's just like a general public thing. Yes, it's going to be crowded. It's going to smell. And, we're going to wait in line for 19 hours just to play one video game for 20 minutes. Great. But then,
Yeah.
like, maybe hopefully down the road, like, the YouTube channel takes off a little bit and maybe we might get hooked up with like a media badge. That'd be kind of cool. So that way we can actually check out some of the other stuff, and go to like the presentations and they give us a free console because that always happens, right?
Yeah, sure, if you're really lucky. And unfortunately, Carlos, your
I'm
partner
not
with
lucky
me,
at all.
Ernie has
Especially
upset
today.
some form of RNG god. And yeah, you're not very lucky yourself. So
RNG
we're
God
both
for
kind of
real
screwed.
life is just shitting in my cereal right now. Like, God. And then I come home and 2 of my Borderlands achievements aren't fucking unlocking right now, even though my dashboard straight up says that they're both 100%. They're done. They're done.
Which specific achievements are they? Because you said they were just story related, but
They were. They're part of that new DLC that came out for Borderlands 2.
oh, the new DLC. Okay.
Yeah, where I have to defeat the big boss, Hatterax or Haterax or whatever the hell his name is, and then complete the mission Paradise Found. Both of them are just simple missions, and they say 100%. They're both done, but they're not unlocking. They're being assholes. Bullshit.
Yeah, I feel your pain. I can laugh at you though because of you going under it for now. Myself, fucking hell, dude. There's been so many achievements that have done that to me.
And I mean, it might unlock tomorrow or something like that because there was a third achievement that was stuck like that too, and I got it like maybe 10 minutes ago. So it should unlock.
Scared the hell out of you, apparently.
Yeah, because like there's the simple little achievement sound, that whole, dunk, and that's it. It's done, whatever. But then there's the rare achievement where it's like, boom, motherfucker. Like it says that actually. And yeah, it's
bong, motherfucker.
Yes. And it was super loud and it scared me. It startled me.
I'm gonna have to listen a little more closely when those achievements pop because I don't think I've ever heard that. I mean, I get a lot of rare achievements just because I play a lot of games not a lot of people play. So,
yeah.
Almost everything is like, oh, rare achievement. Like, no, it's not. It's just a rare video game.
I know. And speaking of rare video games, just you wait. Because I've been playing some random ass bullshit again for achievements, and I'm like, boy, I have like a list of games that we're gonna do achievement races on. So get that booty ready.
Joyous day.
Oh,
I just finished the most previous game I was playing, Bloodstained. I just finished that the other night. Gotta tell you,
nice.
there's a couple of achievements in there that confuse the living shit out of me. One of them I told you about earlier, which is the actual name of the achievement is called Kickstopper. And the way to get it is to do 10 jump kicks without touching the ground. Sounds simple enough.
Yeah.
Spent maybe like an hour and a half fucking doing that over and over and over because there's one section in the map where it's literally just like a giant straight drop. So it gives you plenty of time to do some kicks during that time. And it never popped. And it fucking confused the living shit out of me. Eventually, I ended up just looking it up. I try to avoid looking things up when it comes to, like getting certain achievements or just progressing certain storylines or quest lines or whatever the case may be. I try not to use guides all that often. But if I spend so much goddamn time trying to get something and it's just not popping, I'm going to look it up. So I looked it up and it's literally like the very first post I looked through was, as soon as you get the double jump, all you have to do is hold down on top of an enemy and just press A and you'll do a jump kick. I was like, what? What are these guys talking? Because I mean, I knew I had the double jump and I knew I had the ability to dive kick straight down and even angled. But everyone just kept calling it a jump kick, including the fucking achievement. And that is not a jump kick, you assholes. That is called a dive kick. If you're going straight down, you're diving. If it's a jump kick, guess what? You're pressing the A button to jump. That's called a jump kick. But yeah, as soon as I found out what they were actually talking about, I got it to pop in like a second. It didn't take me that long at all. And I was really pissed because I put in so much time just getting that achievement.
That's amazing.
And yeah, it's fucked up actually. It's really fucked up. But there is another achievement in that game to complete the demon codex, because there's like a bunch of different demons in that game, and each time you fight one, it fills the codex.
Okay.
There's a crap ton of demons in that game, for one. For two, there's like 2, maybe 3 that are hidden. What I mean by hidden, there's certain objectives you have to complete before you can actually fight these bosses. A couple of the bosses. I say bosses, but they're demons, sorry. 2 of them are bosses, though. And you have to complete a set number of objectives in order to actually get those fights, in order to add them to the codex. And then there's just one fucking demon that literally the only reason I found is because I was eating at the time. Like in the game, there's different chairs that you can sit in for whatever goddamn reason. Some of them will do something different, you know? Like there's a chair you can sit in at a piano, and if you sit there long enough, she'll just start playing the piano. And yeah. So like I was taking a train because I was already like at the end game of this game already. I was just running through it to just try and complete different objectives and get different items and side quests and whatnot. Still haven't completed all the side quests because I couldn't fucking find them. So I eventually beat the game. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But there's a section where you can ride a train to a different part of the map. And on that train, you can fight some enemies and whatnot. And I cleared out the enemies. And again, like I was saying, I was eating at the time. So I decided to just take a seat in one of the cars. And because like when you take a seat in it, it gives you like a close up of the scenery outside. So you got like a nice overview of the sprawling like ocean, and you got a castle in the background and overcast over the moon and whatnot. Super cool looking. So I was like, yeah, I'll just sit here and look at that for a little bit while I finish eating. Well, fucking lo and behold, like I think it was like maybe a minute and a half I was sitting in that chair while I was finishing, and suddenly my screen changes a little bit. Like it starts to look like the character is blinking a little bit, so you can see like almost eye shapes kind of darkening in around the screen. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? So I like sat up and I put my food down, and just in the distance you see like this silver thing like doing this crazy ass dance out over the water. Just like I just kind of like sat back a little bit, not understanding what I'm seeing. Like I was thoroughly confused. And then it blinked out of sight real quick, and then it came back a little bit closer. It was still doing its weird little dance, flailing its arms above its head. And I picked up my controller a little bit, but I didn't move anything because that'll make you get out of the chair. But I picked up my controller, and I'm still just staring at the screen, looking at the silver thing dancing on my screen, and then it fucking vanishes, and then it's suddenly like a super close-up of the monster, along with, cue classic jump scare sound. It didn't scare me, it just confused me. Because then the screen disappears, and suddenly I'm back in the train. And it took me a second to understand what even happened. But like as soon as I moved over to the right, that fucking silver monster I was seeing just charged at me out of fucking nowhere and just murdered me.
Nice.
That scared the living shit out of me. I was like, oh my God, what the hell? So I did it again, and I fought that monster and I beat it, and that added it to the codex. But I only found it because I decided to take a break so I could fucking eat, and I got murdered by a goddamn monster. I was so mad. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
so yeah, if any of you are playing Bloodstained, there's a little hint for you. Just sit on the goddamn train for like a minute and a half, and you'll fucking get it.
Well, there you go.
Because that would have been the only one I wouldn't have found. Because I found everybody else just fine. That one I found by mistake. But yeah, I got that to proc. But there is back on the subject of achievements that don't pop, particularly for campaign shit. Back when the 360 first came out, and we had the first Halo game on that, right?
Yeah.
I played through the campaign on Legendary by myself, my first playthrough.
Nice.
Didn't give me the achievement by the time I beat it.
That sucks. Not so nice.
Definitely not. I spent hours and hours just repeating levels over and over and over, just trying to freaking beat this game on Legendary. And it didn't give it to me. Mind you, I was so mad about that. So mad, I actually called Xbox. I called them straight up. I was like, I just played this fucking game on Legendary. It's not giving me the achievement. Where is my achievement? What the hell's the problem? Like, I was doing the typical customer thing, just raising up a fuss over something so small. But I was pissed. So pissed because I was already enraged from this game because I was just dying over and over. But yeah, they didn't help me, mind you. They're just like, oh, well, I mean, sometimes that happens. I'm like, don't give me sometimes that happens. This is campaign. Fucking campaign. I should have the achievement. Where is it? I'm like, well, we can log the complaint, but I would maybe suggest possibly talking to Bungie, because it was when Bungie was still in charge.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? They didn't help. Not even a little bit. I was very upset with Xbox during that time.
Game on you, Xbox.
But, right? God, assholes. But eventually it did unlock for me. It unlocked when I was just playing the campaign at random. I think I was actually hunting down the skulls just for fun because I was bored. And it unlocked as when I picked up one of the skulls. I remember that specifically because I was like, oh, yes, achievement. And I saw the name and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Actually freaking looked at the description, beat campaign on Legendary. I'm like, are you motherfucking kidding me? You give it to me this late on something I'm not even doing? All right, fine. So I got that achievement eventually. But one I will never be able to get is the Thieves Guild achievement for fucking Oblivion.
Yes, that's a good one.
And that's not even because I did it and the game's just not giving me the achievement. It's because the game was just like, fuck you, Ernie. We're not going to let you complete this at all. So,
we're definitely going to have to talk about that. I don't know if we talked about that in a previous podcast because I want to hold off.
I can't remember if we did or not.
When Link comes back because he might have some achievements that have been bastard for him as well. So, but no, we're going to definitely hold off on that one for next week's podcast because, yeah, I want Link to discuss this. There's a lot of other subjects. I have like a whole list of stuff we were going to talk about tonight. This is why I'm so mad at my stupid car. Ugh! I'm already decided that I'm going to take it to one of those places, that they're like guaranteed $4,000 for your trade-in, no matter what it is. I'm like, oh, all right, you guys can have this piece of shit. So looks like I'm shopping tomorrow.
That'll be fun,
right?
Aren't the car places closed on the weekend?
You shut your mouth. Actually, no. I actually called them earlier today, trying to get some details and whatnot. And they're like, yeah, no, we'll be here tomorrow and we'll be waiting for you. So I was like, all right, well, cool.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there is some scenario where the car places are not technically open on the weekend. Definitely not on Sunday. But like on Saturday, I think there's only some places that are technically open, but they can't sell anything.
Aw.
So, I mean, that would
Wish
be
me
something
luck.
I'll just double check. That way you're not like wasting your time or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that's how it operates right now. Unless things
Ugh.
change. It's entirely possible that things change and I'm just quoting old rules and regulations and whatnot. Entirely possible.
Damn
I'm
right
very
you are.
disconnected with actual outside life. But
Eh,
just in case, save
we'll
yourself some
see.
time.
I'll call first.
Yeah, just be like, if I come, am I actually gonna go leave with a car? Kind of deal, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
I'll check it out.
good, good.
All
I
right.
mean, I hate car shopping, so if there's
Yeah.
anything I would hate more, is it's going car shopping and realizing I can't even get my car. So
Yeah, so we'll see then. Wish me luck tomorrow.
good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
All right. On that note, we're gonna call it a podcast. This was a little bit shorter because, like I said, we Link was supposed to be with us, but Carlos and his amazing luck kind of changed the plan a little. So
Yeah.
but next week we'll be back. We'll be doing a full length podcast next week. No worries. But I think we went for a solid like almost 40 minutes actually. So hell, cheers to that.
Yeah, that's okay. We did an all right job. I think we did fantastically perfect.
And I know we could have gone much longer, but I was like, there's a lot to talk about, but I want to wait for Link to come back, and hopefully we could try to get Ed in here too. So we'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, exactly. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, if
Anywho.
not, then I guess we have something else to add to next week's podcast. When video games fuck your ass.
That's true. That might be the podcast title next week too.
Ah, sweet.
All right. Well, till next week, Internet. Thank you so much for joining us, Carlos, Ernie, and we will see you next time.
Good night, everybody.